Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, thank you.
Hockey fans, welcome to this year's holiday tournament. Tradition. We got 5 teams in this year's tournament that are rated in the top 10 in the state. Should be an ending. Now let's meet the starter for today's first game, which is the home team, Lakeville South, and the visitor, Elk River Zimmerman. Elk River Zimmerman has a 3-7 record, 3-2 in the conference. They play out of Northwest Suburban. Please welcome defenseman number 3, Joe Brennan. Defenseman number 6, Jackson Stiver. Center number 9, Zach Nicholas. At left wing is number 17, Blake Shutt. Right wing, number 21, Blake Jackson. In goal for Elk River is number 35, Josh Kozol. Head coach, Ben Gustafson, assisted by Jericho, Jackson, and Jensen. Now let's meet the starters. For Lakeville South, defenseman number 3, Jack Griffin Lepke. At center, number 7, Zach Ulrich. Wing, number 14, Jack Novak. Wing number 19, Cade Ernholz. Defense, number 21, Jack Olinsky. In goal for Lakeville South is number 35, Ethan Dahmer. Head coach, Yanni Kivihame, assisted by Engstrom and Campbell. Our officials today are Tony Linsett, Justin Suartez, and Jamie Koff. At this time, we ask that everyone please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play some tournament hockey.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mic check, test 1, 2, 3. All right, I think we got it now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. It's the tradition in the park. We've got a couple of these going on for you right now. This is the rink where we have all the teams stacked up. 5 of your top 10 teams that are ranked in Minnesota high school hockey are a part of this tournament. and we are very excited to have this one for you as we're underway. Lakeville South will be taking on the Elk River Elks as the Cougars will be wearing their white sweaters, moving from left to right across your screen. Meanwhile, it's the Elks moving from right to left in their red, white, and black sweaters. Love the motif on this squad, looking very, very good. Puck will be played at center ice, where it's played and fought off by Greniak, and up comes Zach Michaelis. Oh, offside. There was Blaze Shutt, who jumped in, had a little bit of an extra jump there. And we'll face off back in the neutral zone. In to take the draw for the Cougars was Cam Bakke. He went in against the Elks, number 14, Caden Casey, the freshman. That one's going to be swatted away there and played up to the right wing side as the Elks will walk it with Humphrey off the right wing wall. Play to the right wing side. It's going to be Miller across the line with an angle. Nice stick there to knock that away. Jake Kotzane with that play. Up high it goes. That's Ludke with it. We got a couple of them. Tanner, number 4, Griffin, number 3. And play to the right wing side back at center ice. Nice body check there. Wow, in the show, that would be interference. In here, that's a great play. Played back to the right wing side. It's Miller with it now as he's bumped on the play. Cougars will control with Williams as he turns it up the middle. Williams 1-on-4, slices through, plays that one back in behind Elk River's Josh Kozel, who stands in goal. Puck will be played back up to the line. There's a wrister that hits traffic and is deflected away. And now it's going to be the Elks from the far corner with Nick Hughes to play that to the line, but not out. Shot that's wide of the mark. All the way over to the near boards it goes. Sent back up to the line. That was Joe Nordstrom on it. Now back in behind the net. It's going to be Frankie with it. Reaching is Kotzane to try to make the play, but he has pressure, and it's played to the high slot to the backhand. Shot it on goal, and that one is stopped by Kozel. Corner with Nick Hughes to play that to the line, but not out. Shot that's wide of the mark. All the way over to the near boards it goes. Sent back up to the line. That was Joe Nordstrom on it. Now back in behind the net. It's going to be Frankie with it. Reaching is Kotzane to try to make the play, but he has pressure, and it's played to the high slot to the backhand. Shot it on goal, and that one. Now the puck will be played back behind the net. Greniak plays up to the line. Lakeville South, the Cougars with nice jump from the right point. That shot was sent through on the play. That was Jacob Gunderson back in behind the net. On the forecheck, that's Zach Michaelis. Now over to the far wing with Jack Novak. That's going to be deflected, and all the way back in behind it goes. Fished over to the near side by Gunderson, picked up by Michaelis. Now it's going to be played through. Boy, the Cougars challenge you with kind of light numbers. Ulrich across the line. They're good-looking sweaters, but tough to pick up the number on the back end of it here from this old man. Now Johnson plays this one rink wide from the left point, tucked back in behind the net. Over to make the play now. It's Skyberg for the Elks as he's going to look ahead. On the play, Blaze Shutt through center. Tucks that one in as that's steered off to the side and controlled by the Cougars back to center. Miller jammed by Humphrey on the play. Back in behind the net it goes. Now it's going to be handled by Kotzane with it as he looks ahead. That's gathered in by Casey across the line. Casey with the dropper. Humphrey's shots deflected. Casey from the shallow angle holds it and shoots from the low right circle. There's Humphrey, shoots. Oh, what a pad save. As that one is off the back of the net. In control, back in net is Ethan Dahlmeyer. And that one is wide of the mark and icing your call. Face off to the left of the Lakeville South goaltender, Ethan Dahlmeyer, the sophomore. Big frame back there in goal for Yanni Kivialmi's addition. Dean will play this one through back in behind. Off the glass it goes. Up high to Bjorn Frankie. That's going to be Malinsky who controls over to the far side with Griffin Lutke backpedaling through. Lutke gets it back from Malinsky. Locks flowing, back in across the line. He loses an edge, goes down, stays with the puck to the corner. Kotzane is there for the Elks, who will push this one back in behind the net with tempo. Bjorn Frankie. Oh, jammed on the play there was Grassel. He was stood up the stiff check there. I think that was Dean who came over and finished him. Now Tommy Kroll on the forecheck. Off the shallow angle. Kojal strong in goal. Lots going on. Edge goes down, stays with the puck to the corner. Cut Zane is there for the Elks, who will push this one back in behind the net with Temple. Bjorn Franke. Oh, jammed on the play there was Grassel. He was stood up. The stiff check there. I think that was Dean who came over and finished him. Now Tommy Kroll on the forecheck. Off the shallow angle. Kojal strong. Angle opportunity there that shut down and goal. Aaron Holes will step in now as Novak is tossed. Back up to the line it goes. Behind the net. Jack Novak was there, but the Elks break out of the zone. Michaelis coming his way as Blake Johnson as well, and they're just offside at the line. Now the Cougars will control. Back up at center. Greniak for Michaelis. Michaelis checked on the play. Offside at the line is Aaron Holes. That one was close with 12:20 to go here in period number 1. Shots on goal, 2-all for each of these clubs. The Elks and the Cougars. Cougars having themselves one heck of a start of the season. Had a nice win over Rosemont about a week and a half ago, I believe it was. Played back off the boards, controlled by the Elks. That one's cleared but not out. And to center ice, it comes to the near side. Chance in on goal. That's Bakke with the opportunity. That's Kojal the save as the puck comes to the near boards. Knocked away. Rolling puck towards center. Now it's Humphrey looking to take over. Over to the right wing side. Miller waits for the funny bounce off the boards. Oh, good to see. Good to see John Barger is passing out program books. He's all smiles right now. He looks like he's handing out the church bulletin. We'll hit him up here. He got 250 to start. He's already given out 200 of them. Classic. Puck is played back in behind the line. We have 4,000 coming for the tournament, but anyway, it's from the left wing side. Now they're going to play this one up in the air as that's chipped away. They want a hand pass there. They're not going to get it as it's sent back in and it's cut off by Kojal. Kojal's bothered on the play. We've got a total of 3 games streaming live right now here at the mnhockey.tv. One from here. There's a quick snapper that's stopped and turned aside by Kojal on the bid. Back up to the line. Now it's Lutke with a chance there. There's Griffin Lutke with a shot that's turned aside with the blocker pad. Off the end boards. Great hard work there. The Cougars play with tempo and pace. John Barger. Come on over. The mastermind of the tradition in the park. The mastermind of the tradition in the park and the tradition at Pick was handing out those program books like there was a church bulletin. It was amazing. You were so happy. So good to see they're here. Well, good.
Guys, a little hectic. We got her down.
Mike, do you have an extra one?
They're going to get some more. I'm going to keep handing them out.
Okay. at the line. It's going to be turned back up ice by the Cougars. Ulrich plays that. Oh, they hit a man on the change, but wisely the Elk that was popping over the bench, that was Blake Johnson, waited and then played the puck, as that one's going to be controlled by the Cougars. Real crisp-looking hockey club here. Over to the right left wing side, it's Caden Casey. This Elk team is battle-tested coming off the Edina Holiday Classic. Of course, that would be the tradition Edina Holiday Classic, where they saw Eden Prairie, Edina, and Grand Rapids in 3 real difficult games. Miller, here's another difficult game for him as well. Tanner Ludke was in on the forecheck. Now to the corner. It's played by Marcus Fertel. He had a couple big markers last week for this Elks edition in that tournament. Tanner Ludke plays this one in deep. Back behind to the corner it goes for Skyberg, and that was a delayed offside. Got in a little bit too deep. They blow the whistle. Will face off of the neutral zone with 8:51 to go here in the first period. Up the right wing side, it's Frankie with it. He's angled neatly. The Cougars love that defensive play. Kroll is there to chop that one to the line, but there to keep is Scott Jusilla. And now here comes a possible 2-on-1. Dean to the right wing. Dean looks over to the left. A little too much juice. Misses the mark as it's Tommy Kroll who comes in. Out of the corner, that one misses the mark. Now Dean comes away with it. He's going to cycle down to the right corner as the Cougars will control with a 2-on-2 battle with the Elks. Kotzane is there along with Frankie. Now in to help out, it's Nick Hughes. Hughes was there. Now they're going to play this one to the right wing side. And now to the near boards it goes. And as it's brought back in deep, that's going to be an icing call. Brett Johnson gave chase for the Cougars. 7:56 to go. We're scoreless here in the first period. We're not playing for any hardware here. It's just 3 great games for these teams to play 3 days back to back to back. As we live stream all games from here in the Plymouth Ice Center. If you're into girls hockey, we have that as well. The Walser Invitational, that's a really good one at Braemar Arena as well. Schutt plays this one to the neutral. They get away from one man. That's Johnson who plays that one back in behind. Kojal is there. Now Skyberg angles it over to the right wing side. That's poked off a stick, and now it's controlled and looked back and handled by the Cougars. That one's deflected. A good opportunity there. Schutt plays this one to the neutral. Back in behind. Kojal is there. Now Skyberg angles it over to the right wing side. That's poked off a stick, and now it's controlled and looked back and handled by the Cougars. That one's deflected. That one is played off the side of the net. Plenty of sticks all over that one. There's a shot that's off the glass as it's going to be played back through and controlled by the Cougars. Blocker pad save. Went down to get that was Kojal. Another chance. There's a shot midsection by Kojal. That one came up from Malinsky from the right point. Malinsky again loads it up. Looks to his left but hangs onto it. That's deflected. That trickles in on goal, and that's going to be covered by Josh Kojal. Might have had some issues going on for you there in terms of the replay with some volume up. So I think I got the settings set. We've got ourselves a new system here. We bring in new ones quite a bit. And sometimes you got to go in and change those settings before you go live, and yours truly didn't do that. So there you go. Face off, controlled by the Cougars again. That one's going to be pushed wide of the mark. Now it's from the corner. Calderon was there to the line. Malinsky keeps as he had pressure on the way from Andrew Foss. And now it's down the wing as the Elks flip this one up in the air to the right wing side. There's a foot race in front of the bench area. Chopped and played in around. Kojal will set up behind. Look out, here comes traffic and pressure. Now the Elks will clear the line. Malinsky keeps. He's going to play this one, but that's picked off by Foss. Foss from center tried to get it deep, but nice defensive posture by Malinsky. I had to call their own. Stick save made by Kojal again with 5:42 to go. Shots are mounting now for the Cougars at 11-3. Back behind, there's a shallow angle opportunity there. Cougars continue to buzz the offensive zone. And now to the right wing side it goes for Blake Johnson. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Johnson, but great back pressure, took that opportunity away. There's a chance. Let's take a look at this one on replay. You'll see, oh, no, we don't. Yep, we got it. So you'll take a look at this here. You'll see 3 Elks busting up ice, but there's the back pressure right there. It takes the Elk Rivers Hughes right out of that play. Still got a redirect and an opportunity in on goal, but a good job by the Cougars committed to the back check here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Michaelis, there's a shot that dribbles through. Michaelis' shot again is deflected off the boards. Ulrich is there. They run into a couple of Elks who stay on that puck. Now Johnson stood up on the play and tries to bulldoze down the wall. Gets a little bit of help. Michaelis comes away with it. On it, shoots it. That one deflects through. Now Johnson muscles over for the puck off the right wing boards. Loses his balance there as they came together. And now here come the Cougars with it. That's going to be played back in deep. Behind the net as they go wholesale on the change. That was Jack Novak on the dump in. Now it's going to be the Elks. They fish. Pushed back in behind. Skyberg is there. Bothering him is Miller. Now it's up to the line and back at center. It just trickled over the blue line as they had to regroup, did the Cougars. Puck was played in by Gunderson behind the net. Here comes Baki behind the net. He stood up on the play. Greniak, he's a slick puck-moving defenseman. Lost the handle there. 2 pad saves in a row. And those were beauties by Kojal. Maybe his best saves. Did they say the net was off its posts? Yes, indeed. Watch these saves here, though, by Kojal. There's one. And then another one coming right through for 2, and the net was off its posts. 4:13 to go in the first. Baki and Casey. It's Fertel with it. He's going to be bumped up off the boards. Check that. That's, yeah, Fertel actually getting bumped, but helping him out was Jake caught Zane. There's a shot in on goal as it's looked right into. Looking sharp here is Josh Kojal. We've seen him over the years here with Ben Gustafson's addition, the Elk River Elks. JV squads are playing over on the East Rink as we speak. It started at 10 o'clock. Face-off pulled back, pushed over to Malinsky on the near side. Blocker pad save, turned aside, a little help from the D, and back up through the neutral comes Humphrey. Humphrey, nice move. Humphrey in on goal. He got hooked, and a big save, rebound, and a big save there. Let's take a look at this one on replay. They didn't say he had the breakaway. Instead, they're going to say it's just a hooking minor. And you'll see right here as he breaks the defense. He didn't really have control of the puck there. He got tugged on there, but a nice save made. A good move. That was Dahlmeyer with the stop, and Humphrey the opportunity. Created that with his feet, did a nice job. Face-off controlled by the Elks. It's Greniak with it. Plays it over to the right wing side for Michaelis, who will play it up to the right point. Now it's Humphrey. Goes to the top of the slot, lets a shot go. That's deflected. Humphrey regathers his own puck. Back in from the corner. Pinching on the boards there is Rubishko. And now it's pickpocketed, clear to the boards and out of the zone as Greniak will get the wobbling puck as it's under control. And a penalty, there's a broken stick and a slash will be the call. Most likely the culprit of that broken stick. And off the ice will go an Elk player. That's going to be Blake Johnson. It wasn't his stick that was broken, by the way. Boy, as a parent, you see that, you hope that's under warranty still. We all know what we're talking about there. Across the right wing side, it's Greniak. That one's deflected up and out of the way as Greniak now plays that into the neutral zone. Michaelis turns and winds it up, shovels this one back in behind the net. Malinsky is there 4-on-4 for another 103, 2:43 to go in the first period. Fast moving period. Tempo and pace for these two clubs. Greniak on the puck now. He's checked on the play. Greniak comes away with it. He's going to sit on it for a minute as he looks up ice. Nice little inside out move. Greniak stays on it off the toe of the stick, but help from Casey. Nice job there by the freshman to get that in on goal as Dahlmeyer makes the save. Yanni Kivialmi enters his 13th season as a head coach, enters the weekend at a 226, 126 and 30 record. Most of his time spent, of course, with the Blaze of Burnsville as he brings much of his staff over here to the Lakeville South Cougars. And, you know, I mean, they've been a very solid hockey club over the years, and this one's looking as good as any as they've put together. Back in across the line, nice move by Casey. He's going to walk this behind the net, stays on the puck as he's being hounded, forced wide. Down to help out now is caught Zane as he's going to work a wraparound. There's Dahlmeyer to make the save. And out of the zone come the Cougars, 3-on-3. Miller angles to his left. He has Tanner Lutke, who lost the handle, back up to the line. That's going to be played back in behind. Miller comes away with it. Tried to work some real estate there, but Nick Hughes just backed him out of that corner. Now up to the left point it goes. Bumped off the boards, swatted at. Now the Cougars from the corner. Shot that's stopped. Big rebound play to the near side. Casey is there. Miller. Now it's shoveled back up through the neutral zone. And it's Griffin Lutke with it. Loses the handle. Looks to carry this one back in behind. Power plays are up, or penalties are up for each team. We're now even strength, 1:05 to go in the period. And that's cut off. There's a quick shot by Aaron Holes. He had some juice on that one as that one travels up and out of play. Oh, you're good. We're all good here. One minute remains in the period as it's Michaelis across the line. He loses the handle as the carry through takes it to Marcus Fertel. Off the boards from the left wing. Here they come through center. Olofsson kicks this one into the corner. Lays that one to the left side. That's in on goal for Kojal to make the save. This one will be rung the boards. Back into the neutral zone. Malinsky. Now Calderon across the line. He'll load it up. Blocker pad save. Nice job again by Kojal to cover that one up. From the left line, that hits traffic. Backhand that misses the mark. Look out, that's in a pair of feet as they'll play this one to the near boards. Checked on the play. Really tight checking contest here. That's going to do it for the first period. It was a good one between these two teams. We're scoreless. And we'll bring you more action coming up from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. It's the Tradition of the Park Holiday Classic. Hockey continues on the mnhockey.tv, and we're proud to bring in the man, Chad Schumacher from Tradition Wealth Management. Chad, you and I have been at this for a couple of years now, and I've been able to watch firsthand with what your organization's been able to do, not only as a wealth management firm, but what you've done in the community, and you're very engaged in it with lots of locations. So can you give us a little bit of a history lesson of where you've been and where this has gone and where it's going?
Yeah, so Tradition Wealth Management, we started in 2003 with a couple different partners that came from large institutions with a dream, and we started in a conference room with one phone between 6 employees. And now in February and Valentine's Day, we'll be 17 years old.
I'd like to have seen what that wrestling match for that one phone looked like between those employees. That must have been something else.
It was good.
So you have locations really spread throughout the Twin Cities. Can you share those locations and strategically how you landed there?
Yep. We've been in Edina since existence, and so this is where our largest operation is. And now we've recently opened up offices in Woodbury, North Oaks, downtown St. Paul by the Tria Center, and out in Wayzata.
And then in terms of employees, what kind of coverage do you have from that respect?
I think we're up to 17 employees right now. We're still looking to grow. We're trying to hire a couple of really experienced teams to help engage with clients going forward.
You guys have been very engaged in the community throughout with lots of initiatives, which has also created some great networking opportunities for those involved. And you've had a lot of things from which to be proud of. Can you touch on some of those things that you as an organization have done?
Well, obviously it starts, we just take care of people. We deliver everything from high net worth strategies all the way to starting people from our 401ks that we work with, just with basic estate planning stuff. So we're really proud with that. We do lead with a comprehensive planning. We try not to turn over all the rocks. We realize every person's has a different set of circumstances, net worth, health issues, you name it. But we try to create a private family office for people who don't have private family offices and help them with all the investment advice that we can give them.
Well, it basically answered my next question of why are you unique, and I'm sure that's pretty much the key thing, right?
Yeah, I'd say, most people hire us. When we're managing assets for people, we're normally managing all the assets that are be able to be managed, and just take their unique set of circumstances and build it to the plan that makes sense for each client we deal with.
We have tons of people out there that watch these games for real, and they all have needs, and I'm sure they're going to want to be able to get a hold of you and your team somehow. I would highly recommend that. What's the best way to reach out to get a hold of you and your team here?
I'd say just call my number. I'd be glad to talk to you and get you in touch with the right person from the right office. My direct line is 952-563-6504.
Chad, thanks a lot. Let's get back at it. Some more hockey action coming up.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
the difference.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second period between the Cougars of Lakeville South and the Elks of Elk River Zimmerman. Scoreless, 18-7 were your shots on goal. Josh Kojal, perfect in goal. We'd expect nothing less from him. He's been terrific this year. We're watching him get it done. Oh, that took a funny carom off the boards. Nearly found its way toward the goal mouth area. As the Cougars with their white sweaters will be moving from left to right to left rather, across your screen. Here are the Elks left to right with Michaelis. Wrist shot steered aside by Dahlmeyer. They try to force this one through off the end boards. It's played up to the right corner. Check thrown and out of the zone they go. Right wing side, that's off the skate of Aaron Holz. Nice job to keep that from working the way down for the ice. Stick save, turned aside, handled there by Kojal again. Bumped off the boards, kicked into the corner by Miller. Ulrich is there as he plays this back in behind the net. Greniak, nice job in positioning as he fights off a would-be checker, and up the ice they go. Controlled over to the right wing side, up through center off Miller's stick as Greniak will chase back in behind. He'll chop at this one as now it's going to be played over to the left wing side. There's Humphrey now gathered up across the line. On it's Marcus Fertel as he's checked by Bakke. Bench love that one. Over to the left wing side. That's going to be pinched down on by Fertel. Back in behind the net it goes. Cougars clean on the breakout. Back up through center ice they go. 2-on-2 across the line. Little toe pull to the backhand. That one hits traffic. Oh, the high slot. They had a chance there. Oh, nice little give there by Anderson as he found the oncoming Humphrey across the line. Humphrey is stopped, though, at the line as he's going to be forced to play this one back in as Bakke regroups. Plays over to the right wing side. Knocked off the stick by Casey. Casey stays on it, but good positioning defensively. And back out of the zone they come are the Cougars. That's going to be Johnson with it. Checked out on the play is Miller. And finding an opening is Rubishko, and icing is the call with 14:51 to go here in period number 1. Don't forget, coming up next today at 2:30, we've got a good one. It's going to be Rosemont and Andover. Highly anticipated matchup. Holy Family Catholic and the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's will square off at 5. And then Minnetonka and Maple Grove will be going at it. I'll be curious to see what the Crimson are looking like right now with the injury issues that they've had. That's a very deep hockey team, so that should be a good contest for both ways as the Red Knights look to find their footing here at their home rink of the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Johnson is there as he's checked, submarines it as they try to play this one up the boards. Johnson again, pinching down on the wall for the Cougars was Doms. Now it's England who's on the play. Doms comes away with it. The left-hand shot turns, and now he shoots from up high. Kojal reads that one in neatly there and hangs on to that one with a face-off coming up to his right. Puck sits off the side of the net, picked up now by the Elks as they're going to carry this up the left wing side. Nice job at the line. Look out, they got numbers. Ooh, poked out of there. Greniak with the busy stick. Now it's going to be handled by Calderon. And over to the right wing side on it, it's going to be Blake Johnson. He's checked on the play as Johnson is bothered. We're scoreless here and a whistle on the play. Bucket was knocked off a player there. That was Johnson. Here they go back up ice to the left wing side. Ulrich to the right wing. That goes underneath the stick of Malinsky as he guides this one back in behind. Drusilla is there. He'll get to center. He's cut off, though. Malinsky over skates, and Greniak takes over. 1-on-2 at the line. He has some help with Michaelis, but that was knocked away, and it'll be played to the near boards by Tanner Ludke. Griffin Ludke watches that swing to the corner for an outlet. Now it's going to be played back up. That's over the outstretched mitts there of the defenseman for the Elk River Elks. Humphrey misfires there. There's a shot that's wide of the mark, heavy off the boards. Frittel is there as he's checked on the play. Kotzane is there. Now it's pulled out of there and protected to the line. That was played back down by Johnson. Bakke to the net. There's a short angle shot. Pad save. Ooh, they nearly caught the goaltender there. Kohlschul has been on his A game. This is a really good save. Don't underestimate that. Checked in front of the bench area. Now it's going to be off the boards. Here they come to the right wing side. Nice pass, but that's knocked away by Skyberg. In on goal again. They score! A hard-working, muddy goal. Finally beats Josh Kohlschul, and it's 1-0 Cougars. You'll get a look at this. It somehow found its way into the back of the net. We couldn't see it here, but they saw it there, so it's 1-0.
Scoring for Lakeville South, number 22, Ashton.
So for Ashton Dom, gentlemen, here from the Cougars, is that his first of his high school career? Chad Kruger? Oh, he's so busy texting right now. He's just totally ignoring me. Like I don't even exist. We'll see if he notices if I'm talking to him yet. He doesn't. Greniak plays that one down. Was that his first of his career, high school? That's his first career high school goal. And you know what? I'm sure Coach Yanni Kivialmi's digging that it was in the muddy, gritty, dirty areas, right? And that's a freshman. Steered out of there by the sophomore goaltender, Ethan Dahlmeyer, as that one goes up off the glass. Over to the near boards it comes. Greniak now, wrister. That's blocked by the defense. Kroll was there. Michaelis now reaches and shoots as that one's off the glass. Back in behind the net it goes. Griffin Ludke now back behind. Chasing that one down is Jack Malinsky. Called his name quite a bit here tonight, or this afternoon, if you will. That's into some equipment and out of the bench area, so whistle down, and we'll face off in the neutral zone with 10:37 to go. So far, 7-3 your shots on goal here for the second period, 24-10 for the hockey game, and 1-0 in favor of the Lakeville South Cougars. Be sure to check out our Twitter handle. We got plenty going on there at MN Hockey TV. Give us a follow. We do our top 10s, and you know, I'd like to think ours is about as accurate as it comes. There's a pad save. We do get to see all these clubs. We've been doing it for years. There's a shot in on goal and a glove save made and held on to. Bump back into the corner. Humphrey takes that away as he's going to just try to work his way through the defense. He does. Hard to the corner he goes as he's worked by Rubishko. Now to the left wing, quick outlet, nice deflection there for Ulrich, and it's picked up by the Elks to the line. Novak is there. He carries that one into the corner. Aaron Holes, nice feed to the line. Shot, save, pad save. Good one by Kozel. Saw that at the last second. Got the right blocker pad and pad out there. Look out, Lauren Nelson nearly took that one off the mush. He looked right over here. He knew we were talking about him. No helmet for him. He's an old schooler. Couple chiclets. Why not? It's all for the good of the game. Puck will be run to the near boards. Pulled out of there by the Cougars, or the Elks rather. That's Drusilla. Knocked out by the defense and played to the near side. Baki fishes. Ludke was there, Tanner Ludke. Now it's played to the right wing side. Miller races up the right wing, wanted a toe pull, but he was stopped on the play as Grassel is there, back on the stick. Miller back in behind the net. Tanner Ludke looks back up to the line. That's deflected away off his stick, no ice. Back in behind, Ulrich is there to set up. He waits for a shot to be made as they work it out of the zone. 9:08 to go in the period. Off the boards, Tanner Ludke again. He'll play this one over to Johnson. Johnson across the line, finds an opening and plays this one in deep. Here comes Tanner Ludke, bothered on the play. Gets a little bit of help. Miller slides in, backpedaled. Now he goes back into the fray. Realized that that thing was going to need a little more help than being pushed his way. Now they go rugby scrum off the backboards. Kotzane takes his man, then goes soccer skills, kicks it up to Johnson. That's Blake Johnson on the near side. There's a short angle opportunity. Penalty coming up. This one right off the side of the net. And we'll have a power play for the Cougars with 8:34 to go here in the second period. There you see it right there. Probably a cross check, I'm going to guess. And one never knows, but it's 2 minutes either way. Kotzane's going to go. We just got the coach cam. Can I get that feed? I mean, I would love to have the coach cam feed. As you could see it trickle in between the wickets. That was impressive. So it was a muddy goal, and it found its way to the back of the net. So power play off the quick face-off and the whistle. To the left of Kozel we go again. They've got the freshman, Casey, killing the penalties. Pushed right through, back into the corner it goes. Elks regain possession. This is actually 5-on-5. Missed the second penalty there. My apologies. I'll never do it again. Cougars now. Look up ice, nothing doing there, and it's going to be Doms who plays over for Griffin Ludke. That one's deflected wide of the mark. From the right wing side, that was Greniak who looked to advance ahead. He runs out of room, and now it's going to be played from center. Fertel in deep as the Elks will change on the fly. Griffin Ludke from the left side looks to neutral. That's deflected off a stick, and fighting this one through is Justin Anderson across the line. He has Michaelis with him, but they'll be shut down, and it's played back up and in by the Elks. Frankie was there. Now it's going to be Griffin Ludke in control, turns this one up ice. He's going to try and find some real estate across the line. Puts on the brakes as he's shut down by Greniak. Dean is there. Kroll as well as he comes away up to the right point. No shot at first. That's deflected. Wow, Greniak in off goal. On the goal, there's a chance. They score! The initial shot was deflected off of Greniak. Then that created a rebound off of the chest up high. You'll see this right here from Kozel. And then right off the back door, waiting on the redirect, was Lakeville South's, I believe that was Reese Calderon. So 2-0 now your score with 7 minutes remaining here in the second period. Flipped up high in the air, back down behind the net it goes. The Elks and Cougars work it up the right wing rail for the Elks. Is now over to help out as Humphrey, as he joins in with Frittel. A slew of Cougars are there to make the play, as now it's going to be Novak. Nice little move on Casey. Now he gets some support up the right wing side. Oh, Jerry Burrows here. Good to see ya. That is mine. He's trying to take my lemonade. They score! Jerry Burrow right in time to see the Lakeville South Cougars go up by a score of 3-0. They're starting to find their groove here offensively. You'll watch that nice little play. And off they go now. It's 3-0 as that's Ulrich to give his club the comfortable lead. And it looks like a timeout called by Ben Gustafson and his Elk River Elk coaching staff as they want to talk things over. Here we go back off the timeout. The Elks regroup as they look to get working here. Greniak now swings this around. My guy, Jerry Burrows, actually uncorking a computer. I didn't even know he knew how to work one of those machines. He knows how to hit power. And then now with this Alexa junk, he just talks to it and it takes care of it for him, doesn't it? Jerry, of course, a longtime follower of high school hockey. Has a great show up in the Northland area as well. You can see on the cable TV systems when you're up there in the wintertime and watching your youth hockey, your high school hockey. It's called the Hockey Connection. Shot, speared by Dahlmeyer. He'll hang on to that one. Now the penalties have expired. Off the ice steps Kotzane and Tanner Lutke. Your shots have mounted now to 31-11 here as the Cougars find their rhythm with that 3-0 lead. Outlet to center for Bakke. He'll reach back over across line. Oh, he's got a man to the net. That was Tanner Lutke. That one misses the mark. Back to the corner it goes. And here they come through center. It's Michaelis with it. His pass is behind Shutt. Shutt plays this to the corner. Checked on the play is Blake Johnson. Johnson nearly pulled that through the phone booth, but Bakke makes the play to the right wing side, cut off. And now it's at center ice. They'll play this one ahead to Miller, Eli Miller there, another freshman on this Lakeville South Cougar roster. Going young. Back up through center. Shutt. Drop pass. Here's Michaelis. Ooh, he tried to find Shutt off the back door. Instead, ran out of room. Wraparound attempt. Dahlmeyer comes over to make the save and hang on. As we'll take a look at this one on replay, you'll see first the initial, you'll see shot was wide open, couldn't quite get it through there. Nice defensive play to block that would be feed. And then he comes around with a quick wraparound with the net open for him. And he makes that save. Cougars now look to play off the left wing side. Instead, it's going to be handled by the oncoming Casey. Off the boards to the neutral zone. Calderon was there. And now it's from the right side. They try to cycle it off the boards to break out. Finally, it's Kroll, the play to center, as Greniak watches the bounding puck travel to his corner over off the near side. Greniak turns, loses his man in the process, and that's going to be no ice on the play. Back through center, Malinsky gathers in with 3:49 to go in the period. Off the tape, Kroll is there, and it's going to be Skyberg with it. Skyberg looks back in behind the net. Now Greniak finds his man on the move. That's going to be Frittel. Ahead it goes to Humphrey. Humphrey with an angle, in on goal. Humphrey ran out of real estate, and that slides through the slot area, and the Cougars transition back the other way. Here they come in on goal, and a nice play there as that was shut down. It was Nick Hughes, or check that was Cade Aaronholz. He's dangerous on the move. Now Ulrich's clearing attempt is off the equipment of Frankie. Back to the corner it goes. The Elks off the timeout, getting some more offensive looks at least here. Not getting them through as much, but Novak now in front. There's a backhand. Scores! Oh, what a play there. It's 4-0 Lakeville South. Look at that, just pulls it to the backhand and buries. And the Cougars find their rhythm here in the second period, no question. What are you complaining about? Oh, the color? Well, you and John Conley are both whining about that. I haven't said a word. Oh, the Scouts are. Yeah, the numbers are tough to pick up. There's a wrister back up to the line. Just makes you have to do your job a little more specifically. That's all. Embrace it. Look at Jerry Burroughs got a tweet deck up and everything. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's hockey, hockey, hockey. Just a one-trick pony. They just dropped the puck at the Heritage. He said, I can't believe you're not watching the game in Plymouth right now. Pull that one up. What's the score there? Can you look it up? Did you like our viewer guide that we put up on the screen where you can just find your game and click view here? You got to like the viewer guide. The viewer guide at the mnhockey.tv was aimed right at you. Michaelis. When Matt Harrington said, what can we do? I said, this is what we can do. Gathered in by the Cougars as they play this one back up through center ice. Bakke was there, knocked away from him. Tanner Ludke again. He's checked on the play. 1:58 to go in period number 2. Oh, in front, Ludke wanted to go shelf backhand, but no, there's a rebound. That one doesn't work its way through, and the Elks gather it in. Ahead they go up the right wing side with Schutt. Schutt looks to find his man through the slot. That's poked out of there by Dahlmeyer as Schutt will play for Michaelis. Michaelis finds Schutt in on goal to the backhand. Oh, what a save! And another big save! Oh, my word! Dahlmeyer doing his part here in this one as he came up with 2 big saves. We remain 4-0 here with 1:26 to go in the second period. Michaelis now is bothered on the play. It comes back up high. There's a quick shot that's deflected. That by Kotzane. Now the Elks will change their forward unit. Out of the zone they come to the Cougars. Bounding puck for Nick Hughes as he's going to play this one over to the near side for Kotzane across the line. He's going to be stick checked. Now in control is Frittel. Blocker pad saved. Nice one there by Dahlmeyer. Will that have enough to make it for an icing? It will, and we'll bring it all the way back down into the Cougar zone with 57.6 seconds remaining. We must be at a break over there right now. Blake and Matt Harrington on the call. Good kid, does a great job. Happy to have him. We're calling him Pete Jr. He's becoming me. We're working on that. I said, be careful. You don't want to. Pete Jr. we call him. Eventually, he'll take over the reins of this organization if he doesn't get the San Jose Sharks job that he so much craves and desires. Well, that stuff is easier said than done. Nice job by Aaron Holes to play this one back in. Kroll scores! Oh, my word. What a setup. They go high to low. A quick three-way passing feed there. There's one. And then down here off the boards, there's two. And then there's three for the touch. Beautiful goal there. That now makes it 5-0 with 17.1 seconds left. Zach Ulrich is your goal scorer. Chopped off the glass, bounding puck. Back in across the line they go. That's stopped at the line and sent in. Doms was there. 2 seconds to go in the period, and that's going to do it here. And what a good one it's been for the Cougars. They are up for 5 unanswered. They've outshot the Elk River Elks 33-15 after a scoreless first. It's been all Cougars on the scoreboard here in the second. More comes up right after this.
I think that being in a sport, it has built into it the concept that we are going to face a challenge. When we do sport the right way, we are teaching values. We're teaching kids how to be hard workers. We're teaching kids how to be courageous, to be fearless. Dynamite's, because we have a focus on whole life youth development, physical, academic, social and spiritual excellence, we get that we're trying to develop people to be whole people. And I think that when you combine that mission with sport, I think you naturally get that. We have programs in each of those 4 areas. We have ice hockey for physical excellence. Academic excellence includes academic support like one-on-one tutoring. We have a summer academic camp. Social excellence includes our big community service project, Greg Carroll Learn to Skate, and also we're faith-based. So when kids are old enough, they have the choice to go to summer camp, kind of that traditional summer church camp. Every kid in the program has multiple mentors. If they're in tutoring, they have a very special mentor that's just their very own. And then of course the hockey coaches are mentors, and of course all the staff are mentors too. We have a very high retention rate. Dynamite's high school graduation rate over 20 years is 85%. And over the last 5 years, 96% have graduated, which is really significant because right now Minneapolis Public Schools is reporting that their graduation rate is 53%. So that, I think, is another measure that shows that Dynamite is working. Being a faith-based organization, I think we're able to say things that are really powerful sometimes. We might say to the kids, like, we're gonna do some hard things today. And we want you to remember, we can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. A few minutes later, we might be asking them to do that hard thing, and you got heads down and panting, and remind them, remember, you have strength. God's given you the strength to do this. You have the strength that you need inside you right now. They might even remember the moments where they began to believe that, where they began to believe, I should be fearless. Only believe, do not fear.
Too heavy? Try it.
I got it.
Lift it up. 1, 2, 3. Good. Looks great.
Wow, this looks amazing. Can I help you make a few?
Sure.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. So how long have you been doing this?
2 years.
2 years. So you're an expert.
Yes.
Can you do one with my name?
Sure.
D-E-R-E-K?
D-R-E-K.
D-E-R-E-K.
D-E-R-E-K?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the ultimate dream for your business?
I really wish I had more bracelets to make every single day.
What do you do with the money?
We have this hunger project that I give back to the kids that don't have enough money to buy food.
So the more bracelets you make, the more money you raise, and then the more kids you can help out. How long have you had this dream?
10 years.
So you're 6 years old and you had the dream for 10 years. That's pretty good. That's someone that knows what they want to do in life.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what do you think about this?
Ooh. Yeah.
Pretty good?
Yep.
Okay.
You know, the difference maker is just the, you know, the personal interest level we take, where it's just more than a job. We really feel, you know, a passion for serving the clients and really taking care of them. I think the loan officer group we have, you know, it's not about the money, it's about the satisfaction when you're sitting at the closing table with the clients and you've done a good job for them and they're happy, and you know, you see the joy that you bring their families. Helping be a guide for someone when they're going through what quite typically is the largest single investment, you know, someone's going to make in their life, their home. For that trust they place in us, it's really satisfying to, you know, be able to provide that service. And I think that there's a little bit of a oversimplification of what the mortgage process is really all about, and certainly, you know, the ability to close a transaction quickly and with the least amount of brain damage involved, I can appreciate, but there's a tremendous amount of thought that needs to go into the selection of the product itself, and then to be able to sit down with a experienced professional is extremely important to make sure you're making the right choice. And once, you know, we've come to that conclusion that this does make sense and the customer does want to move forward, certainly being able to fast track it and use all the technology available to get to the closing table as fast and as efficiently as possible.
And we welcome you back to the St. Louis Park Rec Center, home of the Tradition in the Park Holiday Tournament. We also have the Tradition at Pick going as well, the Plymouth Ice Center. We are happy to be bringing you all of these games, high school hockey at its finest here. Jerry Burrow is all bellied up and ready to go here. Puck played back into the corner, checked on the play as they look to ring this one around the glass to the near side. Shot that's blocked. Look out, back come the Elks on it. Now it's going to be shot. He's going to be turned aside on a nice play by Griffin Ludke. Now Aaron Holes to the left wing side, bumped off the boards by Griffin Ludke. He had Aaron Holes' big frame up the middle, knocked out of there by Kozel as he fought that one off. Really like that goaltender for the Elk River Elks. I've seen him play 4 straight games now. He's been very good. Turns this one aside. Don't let the scoreboard kid you. This one's played to the corner. 35-15 your shots right now. This is 5-on-5 as Malinsky takes from the top of the right point, misses the mark. Now it's going to be Michaelis. He races into this one, comes away with it. Back at center, didn't like what he had. Smooth skater, plays this one back to Skyberg. Skyberg for Humphrey. Humphrey has stood up on the play, got greeted with a mitt to the side of the bucket there. Malinsky's shot, hard one in on goal, and that's stopped by the goaltender, Josh Kozel. That one misses the mark. Ooh, in front they had a chance there. And reaching back is Humphrey across the line. Gets away from Rubishko. He has a man in front. That just missed the mark to the oncoming Fertel through the slot area. And now it's the Cougars transitioning through center. Miller leaves over to the right wing side as that's going to be off a stick and picked back up and protected down to the corner by Malinsky. Cougars, now it's going to be Tanner Ludke across the line, puts on the brakes, cuts to the forehand. He had Miller in the low slot area. That just missed the mark. Blocker pad save, turned aside. And now it's going to be the Elks to center. Played back in deep. Nice job to stay on that puck. As now the position from Johnson is turned in nicely by the Cougars on the end line. From the high slot area, they'll turn and shoot. There's a nice save. Oh, turned aside. And Englund comes away with it, gets away from one man. Here comes Englund back up through center ice. Greniak bats that one down as he plays that one again through the center ice area. Englund finds a man open. Boy, Jerry Burrow's munching on those cheddar ruffles. And nothing, no, we're good. Nobody wants Jeremy chomping. Nothing has ever smelled better, I can't believe I'm saying that, than those right now. There's a chance down to the slot area, picked back up by the Cougars, who have gotten better and better. And that one's whistling down. 13:35 remaining here in the third period. 39-16 your shots on goal and 5-0 on the all-important scoreboard for the Lakeville South Cougars. Great to see that Bill Johnson's on board with us here tonight from Arizona. Of course, he is Mason Johnson's grandfather. Enjoying the elements, I'm sure, of sunny Arizona while we're not too cold up here in Minnie. And it was a dreary Christmas day. I mean, it was very London-esque. Michaelis with it now. Oh, as Greniak had a wide open net there and hit the side of the net. Could have cut that lead from 5-0 to 5-1. Back to the corner. Malinsky now with it with 12:25 to go. Miller ahead for Bakke to the right wing side. Bakke forced to the corner. Looks and surveys the scene. Hangs onto the puck. Tried to push that one through as it's played back through. Johnson there was trolling toward the slot area there. And now it's going to be pulled out of there by Elk Rivers. Jake Kotzane, the defenseman. He's forced from left to right. Bakke with the turnover. Tanner Lutke out front. He's checked on the play. And the puck will be played back up to the left point. Sent right back in by Johnson. Behind the net goes Bakke as he controls up to the left point. There's a wrister that's deflected. Kojal to save the rebound. Scores! There's Miller. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a runner. The 6-goal lead here on this goal puts that into overtime. Look at the patience by Miller. Didn't have a lot. A lot of guys will just start poking away at that and trying to find the back of the net. Now Frankie will lean in to take the draw for the Elks. 6-0 in favor of the Cougars. Very impressive start to the Tradition in the Park tournament here from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. They've been mainstays with us, seems like every year. Tomorrow they get the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's and then Maple Grove coming up on Saturday. Nice schedule for them as they work their way through the field. Skyberg makes the play back in across the line. Snapper that was stabbed at there by Dahlmeyer, your goaltender. Off the glass it goes. Now it's the Elks to play this one up to the line through traffic. Dahlmeyer the save. Puck rolls. It was poked at there by Nordstrom. Now it's back up through center. Greniak steps into his man, brings him down. We're going to play on as it's Skyberg with it. Gets away from one man. Skyberg will work it to the left wing side as the defenseman carries deep. Looks for some help. He has Johnson, but that one's deflected away, and that's going to be offside at the line. Mason Johnson and Bakke in on the assist. Good to see that our guy, Matty Harrington, has things under control over at the Plymouth Ice Center. 3-2 in favor of the Blake Bears over at the St. Michael Albertville Knights with 10:21 to go in the third period. Looking real good on the stream there, huh? Just like here. Did I say 3-2? No, 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. Blake over the Knights of St. Michael Albertville. 6-0 here. Over to the right wing side now. Here they come out of the zone. That one gets away from Dean. And Dean will play this through for Kroll. Kroll looks out front. They go over the top of the goal. Calderon was there, just missed the high blocker pad side. Cougars look this one up to the top of the right circle. Michaelis with it now. Ulrich watches him. Michaelis shot, misses the mark. Karam all the way up into the neutral zone. 9:10 to go here in the third period. Played back in behind. That's cut off behind the net. And there's a shallow angle that misses the mark. Greniak is there as he'll work this one through traffic to the near side it goes. And that's going to be sent back in by Ulrich behind the net. Back up to the line. Quick snapper. That's deflected. Oh, what a save by Kojal. Great opportunity there as he reaches over to make the save. Off the draw, Kozel takes that one up high. Now the Elks to the left wing. That one gets away from the stick of Frankie, and it's going to be regrouped and handled by the Cougars. That trickles back into Elk River territory as the Cougars are forced to touch up. Greniak plays this to the right wing side as it's Grassel to play this behind the net. Quickly along to center, Miller is there. Miller has the oncoming Andrew Foss to work with. Now they have all sorts of bodies on the near boards. Foss tried to play that one out, but Rubishko comes away with it across the line. Here's Rubishko, drop pass. That one's a pad save. Rebound, that one's deflected again. Back up off the end boards it goes. Again, it draws a crowd, and the whistle there. .653 in counting. Face off over to the far boards. Back up to the line. There's Griffin Lucky, hits his man right in the back of the leg. That stings. That's England who had to gather himself together, but they keep the play alive. Now Jusilla is there. And through center ice it goes. Malinsky will hang on to this one. Looking ahead to our schedule, our next game is at 2:30, so it's about an hour away. So we'll be off the air until 2:30 when the Irish of Rosemont take on the Huskies of Andover. We'll have plenty of hot dogs and some of those cheddar chips for you, the Ruffles, little lemonade. Oh yeah, good looking program we put together here. Whatever, go to the internet, get your lineup there. Michaelis face-off controlled, played over to the left wing side. I guess someone else can do the program book then and do all the other, like, we did 16 program books in the month of December. It's a lot. Back in across the line, pulled it to the forehand, but there's Dahlmeyer to make the save on the Blake Johnson bid from the Elks. Flipped up high in the air. Skyberg was there, but now it's Calderon as a man in front. Oh, what a save by Kozel. That was a thing of beauty right there. Let's take a look at that one on replay. Gobbled that one right up. Got the big glove out there. Rubishko's shot. Kozel saw it, tracked it, then it went off his gear and trickled into the corner. Puck bounces across the line. It's gathered in by the Cougars as they'll look to play to the right wing side. Here's Aaronholz with energy. Wrister, save Kozel. Puck's free. He'll opt to cover this one up. Another great chance there by the Cougars as they come in waves now, sitting at 46 shots to 19 against. Looking for the Elk River Elks scheduled tomorrow. It's Holy Family Catholic at the 2:30 game. And then they'll finish up at noon on Saturday against the Irish of Rosemont. More shots, more saves, and a rebound pulled off the pads. Nick Hughes plays that one ahead for Scott Jusilla. Now it's going to be picked up by the Cougars as they control to the near side. Malinsky was there. He gets a little bit of help from Aaron Holes, who's along the wing. Ulrich plays this one over to the far side. And it's going to be Griffin Ludke to play behind the net with 3:40 to go in the third. The Cougars through center ice, playing with a lot of confidence here today to open up this tournament. And they're caught in offside. We'll bring it back outside. From center, that's going to be played back in behind. Cut off by Kozel as the Elks now will outlet to the right wing side. That's behind the skate there of Blake Johnson and sent right back in by the Cougars. Behind the net it goes. Skyberg better hurry because he has pressure. Sent back to the right wing corner. Big collision there. Blake Johnson plays that one, finds his man on the move. That one's off the end boards, and it's going to be Skyberg to come away with it. He plays this one behind the net. Chopped at there by Michaelis. Malinsky was there as well. 2.5 to go in the third. Skyberg across the line. Off the end boards. Griffin Ludke pokes that one along for Tanner Ludke, who shovels one in the air for Miller, who can scoot to the right wing side. Miller gets away from one man, dangles his way to the backhand, gifts it off to the left wing side. They go up high off the netting and out of play, as we'll face off inside the Elk zone with 2:06 to go and counting. Now they control the Cougars with it. Back into the corner. 1:25 to go. Now Johnson loads it up, plays this one into the corner. Penalty was called on Elk River's Blake Johnson at the end of that last play. He'll be in the box for the rest of this one with 1:06 to go in the period. And gathering it in are the Cougars. Play to the right wing side. Off the tape. This one's cut back. Skyberg is there, stick safe. Little rebound opportunity there. That's going to be covered up. And Kozel was there. That might be about shot number 50. They're at 49 right now. Back to the corner it goes. Controlled by the Cougars with 15 to go in the period. Reaching and back into center ice it goes. They're probably just going to carry this one out with 9 seconds as they'll play this to the near wing. Aaron Holes will regroup. We're going to play it out with 4 seconds to go. Aaron Holes back in behind the net as the Elks will step back and go pat their goaltender and tell him, hey, nice job. Because that is your final score. It is the Lakeville South Cougars 6 and the Elk River Elks nothing. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in about 50 minutes or so on the other channel. Be sure to check out our channel guide at the mnhockey.tv. It's the first article within the news slideshow. You can pick any game you want. Feel free to jump on over. It's 3-0 with 2:22 to go in the period over with pick with Blake and STMA. For Tanner Lalick, our camera operator, I'm Pete Wagner. So long, everybody.